Greetings, nail people. Hello, hello. Come on in. Hello, hello. Where are you? There you are. Hello, Kylie. Hi, hi. Hello, everybody. Hello. Nail peoples from around the world. Greetings. Hi, hi. Oh, and Kate's here too. Boy, you just can't get enough of me today, Kate, huh? That's the way Mondays are going to be for a while. Salon Success Series webinar was live today, so I already spent some time this morning with Kate. So, hi. Hello, Charlotte. Everybody come on in. So, I am Michelle Cordes-Pugh. This is Nails Over Coffee, weekly show, Mondays. For the summer anyway, at 1 p.m. my time here at Tacoma, Washington. Today we have my retro Mickey cup. I love this cup. I help you get through Mondays. It's tough, Kate. Oh, that's funny. And there's today's cup, and it's a big cup, as you can see. It's big. There it is in scale. It's like half the size of my head. Thanks. I'm glad you like it. All right. Yes, Mickey is looking awesome. Lazy Mondays for you? Oh, I wish. I don't have lazy days. Although I have decided that Sundays, I need at least one day off a week. So Sundays have to be completely off. So I've been taking Sundays completely off, which is super good for around my house. So today we've got lots of things on the docket to talk about. My Groupon went live today, so we're going to talk a little bit about that. And I have some Jessica polishes and products to talk about, so a little bit of reviewing on that. And we are going to talk about extraction in the salon. So we're going to talk about that today too. Lots of stuff to talk about. So the first thing I want to talk about is my Groupon that went live today. So for those of you who remember Groupon from a few years ago, it was a hot mess, right? People were getting slammed. They were doing a Groupon offer and they were selling like 400 in like 3 days and they couldn't get everybody in. And it took them like 6 months to get through everybody, and it was just a hot mess. And you didn't know how much you were going to get paid, and people didn't tip, and it was just awful all the way around. Well, in my exploration of doing a Groupon this time, I learned a whole lot of new things about Groupon that are different from in years past. So Groupon about 2 years ago changed their, you're scared of Groupon? You had Groupon at the restaurant and it's hell. I'll talk about that, Kate, because it's sort of all in the fine print. So about 2 years ago, Groupon changed their algorithm, which if you don't know what an algorithm is, it's the way of the process that a computer uses to do a task. So we usually hear the word a lot in Facebook land about Facebook changing their algorithm, which they just did again at the end of June for how you see things in your news feed. Which does impact us as business owners some. I'm looking into some more details on it so I can give you guys specifics. But basically, an algorithm is it processes how to do something in a computer. It's a process. So Groupon changed their algorithm 2 years ago. So what it does is it starts out slow now, and the more views and buys you get is the more views and buys and promotions it gives. So basically now the algorithm is set up so that you start out slow and then it builds. So they work now more closely. They pay much greater attention to offer limits. And they have monthly limits in place, and you can decide to set those limits however you would like, and you work with your account manager. So say, for example, I'm booked out right now a week or two in advance. I can say that climbs to 3 or 4 weeks where I'm not able to get anybody in. I can email my Groupon account manager and they will reduce my offer or maybe even shut it off for the month. And then what happens is you have a number for initial offering for a cap, and then and you get to set that by what you think you can absorb. And then you then that cap resets every month. So my offer was just released. So as soon as I sell out, it's gone for this month. And then at the beginning of August, it will reset back to 0 and however many it sells in August. Now, say it doesn't hit the cap. Say it only goes to 80 of an offer in August. September 1st, it resets back down to 0. So there's a lot of changes in how they've done it. Now, a lot of things that people really talk about is the expiration dates and how to do those things. Now they pair you up with an account manager who talks to you about how to handle those situations as they come on. And you actually have an account manager who's actually representing your account. So say, for example, you have a no-show. You can take and email that information, their name and email if you have it, or their name and phone number, or the name and the offer and stuff like that. And what they do is they keep that in a list so that if that person who no-showed you requests a refund, they'll deny their refund and say, no, you no-showed your last appointment. You don't get a refund. You can also do things with your cancellation policy. So here's the key thing, is it's putting it all in the fine print. And I'm actually going to pull, and you get to set this when you set your Groupon offers up. Okay. So my Groupon offers, they require you do at least 50% off your list price for the offer. Then you get paid a percentage of that. Oh, then you're going to be definitely interested in hearing how this works. So here's the deal. So the offers I did were 1 essential shellac manicure, regularly priced at $35. The Groupon price is $17, and I get about $8 and some change out of that. Okay, doesn't seem like a lot, but hang in there. 1 essential manicure pedicure. My regular price is $65. My Groupon price is $32. And of that, I get paid, again, I think it's like 16 and some change. Then, or 1 full set of acrylic or gel nails. My regular price is $75. Groupon price is $37. And of that, I get, again, about $18 or so. So, they write up the ad copy. And so my ad copy for the in a nutshell part that they wrote up was, an experienced nail pro applies long-lasting shellac polish or acrylic or gel nails and pampers fingers and toes with manis and petties. Okay, that's in a nutshell. Has some directions to my address. It has my website address. You get to choose from one of 3 options. So now here's the fine print. And this is where we get to really distinguish ourselves in that, okay? So here is my fine print. Promotional value expires 120 days after purchase. That's 4 months, and it's pretty standard. And that way it's after purchase. So again, it's a rolling date, okay? The amount paid never expires. Now, that's a really key point because according to federal gift card law, paid value can't ever expire. You can't take somebody's money, okay? So the amount paid never expires. So if somebody, that's in the Groupon fine print. So if somebody contacts me wanting to redeem their Groupon after it's expired, now they only get $17 of the $35, for example, paid. They get what they paid, and then they have to pay the difference to me. So that gives people still an incentive to come back even after their Groupon expires. They don't just go, it expired, I'm not going back. Okay? And it also gives me a very cut and dry policy of how to handle expired Groupons. So expired Groupon customers will happen. And when it happens, I can tell them I can redeem it for your paid value, but then you'll be responsible for the difference. And it's a very cut and dry policy. So that's much easier. The fine print also I outlined was limit 1 per person, may buy 1 additional as a gift. Now, the way this is followed up is you provide your email to buy a Groupon. So you can only buy 1 per person, that email and that information, and you may buy 1 additional as a gift. That gift is e-gifted to somebody else. So you have to enter in a different email. Okay. Now, if somebody has 2 emails and they buy 1 for their email and 1 for additional as a gift, but it goes to their own email, I have the ability when they try to redeem the second one, I can say, ooh, you already redeemed 1. Would you like to gift this to somebody else and pay for your service today? Like, I have the ability to do that because, again, it's in the fine print. So the customer service details, right? Exactly what I said. Charlotte said, but you'd know when they come. And I'm like, precisely. That's the benefit of doing this as a small business is we know our people, right? And again, for customer service policies, it's all outlined right here. Here's some more fine print I put in here. My fine print, seriously, you guys, let's see if I can get this to show. That's my fine print, this bottom thing. There's a lot of fine print there, okay? So, online appointment required. I'm not dealing with a bunch of phone calls and emails and crap. I have an online booking service, so they can book online. That's how I get their Groupon voucher entered. And I'll talk about that when I'm done with the fine print, what my process is going to be. Nail art or gel removal not included. So I only include gel polish, which in my case is shellac, removal if I applied it. If I didn't apply it, then there's an extra $10 charge. And so they have to book that if they have gel polish on for that. Because I don't know how long it's going to take. So I need an extra 15 minutes and I get paid extra for it because removing gel polishes other than shellac, which is the way I have to remove it if I don't know it's branded shellac, requires more work. So there's a upcharge for that. So that's not a part of the Groupon. That's an additional charge that they're going to have to pay on top of their Groupon or come in with naked nails. Same thing with nail art. We can't just lump all nail art into everything. So my nail art is $5 and up, and I quoted at the beginning of the service. It's $5 and up and it books out an extra 15 minutes. So if they want some crazy intricate nail art, they have to book it at the time they book their Groupon. And yes, it's very variable, says Charlotte. So that way they have to book the extra 15 minutes and they're going to have to pay for their nail art on top of their Groupon. So now, see that $8 for an essential shellac manicure is again, it seems like a bite in the butt. But that $8 that I get paid turns into $18 if they need removal. And it may even be $23 if they add nail art. And when you look at it as a service, our how we define ourselves as a service business is that our product is both consumed and produced at the same time. And it's perishable, meaning once that hour is gone, it's gone forever and it can't come back. So since I know for me, my cost per service for a shellac manicure is only about $4, now I'm making $4, which isn't much, but for an hour when I would have made $0, and I've accounted for the fact of the money it costs to get them in my chair. Now I've made $4 and I've gotten the opportunity to get them to rebook at full price. Now that's where that customer service part falls on me. Okay. More of the fine print. All goods and services must be used by the same person, which means somebody can't buy the mani-pedi deal and use the mani for them and the pedi for their daughter. No. mani-pedi, same person. And that is because it's easier to move one person to the other. Hi, Andrea. It's easier to move one person to the other. And I can use the same set of tools, implements, files, and everything going between their hands and their toes. And so I don't incur the extra cost per service of a full separate cost per service price. So that, and it only includes regular polish. So if they decide they want gel polish and I'm using it on the same person, now they have to pay the $10 upcharge for adding shellac. Okay. So that's the price of the service difference. So again, building that in where I'm not going to be doing extra work for no money. Okay. Worry about Groupon hoppers, not gaining regulars. So before I finish the fine print, I'll talk to you guys a little bit about that. Here's the thing. The hardest part of advertising is reaching your customer and getting them to contact your business. Okay? Once you've gotten them to contact your business, whether that be through your website, whether that be through the first appointment and booking the service and coming in and sitting down and getting the service, the hardest part is getting somebody to make initial contact, getting the prod to make the option to buy. Okay? So here's the thing. When somebody has to book online with me, they have to enter in their email and they have to enter in their phone number. So now I have their contact information. So no matter what, as soon as they've booked an appointment with me, I now have them to add to my mailing list, which means even if they no-show me, I still have their contact information to market to them to continue to try and get them to take that step to get into my business. But then here's the thing. Once they're in my chair, then that's my job through my customer service, my service providing, my processes. That's my job to get them to become regulars. So I'm going to spend, do they have to agree to be on your list? No, because they are agreeing through the terms of conditions with Style Seat to be marketed to for promotions through Style Seat. So I can in turn take them and add them to my list that I run personally. Now I can automatically add them into my Style Seat. I can pay the $25 a month for Style Seat and I can send out Style Seat emails. But because they've entered in that information to Style Seat, they've agreed to be part of promotional contact for me. I just have to make sure that when I email them, they have an option to unsubscribe. And then once they unsubscribe, I can't send them promotional emails through that anymore. But as we all know from when we look in our emails, we don't often unsubscribe, do we? No, we don't. The crap just comes in and comes in and comes in and we just ignore it and delete it. Unless it's something we're interested in and then we look. So the biggest thing is with this is I have to protect myself against, we have to protect ourselves against no-shows, how that's going to affect our bottom line. And we need to hopefully convert the promotional price into another service at regular price. Okay? So this is what we need to do when we get them into our chair. Now it's our job to explain to them. We have 45 minutes or an hour and a half or whatever the appointment is for. We have that time to sell them on us. We are friendly. We get to know them. We're holding their hands for a whole hour. We're talking about how nails don't destroy nails. Nail techs destroy nails. We're talking about how that now they have a friend in the nail business. That's what I talk about a lot with my clients is even if you don't come to me, if you need something, message me. I'll let you know what product to use. I've now seen your nails and worked on your nails. So now I can provide recommendations for you, even if I only see you a couple of times a year. So we get that opportunity to build that relationship with them. And hopefully that's what leads them back to being regulars. If you're getting a lot of people who come in and see you one time and then don't ever come back to see you, take a drink of my coffee so I can make sure I say this nice. Right. Andrew says, sell yourself and why it's of their best interest to come back to you. If you're getting a lot of one and dones, then something about you or the service you're providing is the problem. Okay? That's brutal honesty here, but y'all know me, and that's what I'm all about. I'm all about brutal honesty. If you're getting a lot of people who are coming in and getting a service done and then you're never seeing them again, the problem is you. So you need to evaluate you and the services that you provide, because something isn't right if you're getting a lot of those. Okay? So back to the fine print. Check yourself, says Andrea, right? Okay, so back to the fine print. We're still on the fine print. Must use promotional value in one visit. Okay, so Charlotte, I haven't had it yet. They're mostly friends, family, and friends of them so far. Yeah, once you get extended out into that, it'll be a little different. Okay, so must use promotional value in one visit. That means I want people to not buy the mani-pedi and then decide they want to split it, which again, that changes up how my cost per service is. So they need to use it in one visit and only on the same person. And here's a good one. Merchants' standard 24-hour cancellation policy applies. Any fees not to exceed Groupon price. So my cancellation policy is that you are responsible for the full value of your booked service if you no-show or cancel within 24 hours. Now, if you cancel at like 20 hours and I'm running a cancellation list and I can fill it, then I email or text the customer who canceled and let them know, don't worry, I filled your spot. You don't have to pay a cancellation fee. But if they no-show or if they cancel and I can't fill it, then they're responsible for the entire amount of time that was booked, because I can't ever make that money again once that time slot's gone. So how that is going to work with Groupon is that if they no-show, I have their Groupon voucher when they booked. I have their Groupon voucher number. So if they no-show, then because my cancellation policy is they have to pay for the amount of time in the service, I just redeem the Groupon and it's done. And that's my 24-hour cancellation policy. And it's on my website. It's in my salon. It's everywhere. So that way I don't have to worry so much about no-show, which happens. You hear a lot of people complain about these promotions. People no-show and then they contact you again a week later and they go, oh, I want to use my Groupon. They can't. It's already been redeemed because they no-showed. And that's my standard cancellation policy. Now, how that's going to work if they're using expired Groupon. So say they book their essential manicure and it's an expired Groupon, so they only get the $17 promotional value. How I handle no-shows that owe me a cancellation fee, since I have their email because of Style Seat, I email them an invoice through my Square that they have. Now, they may not pay the invoice, and I may never see them again, but they have to pay the invoice in order to be able to see me again. So in the case of a Groupon, they paid $17 and that value never expires. So if they no-show me or they cancel with less than 24 hours notice and I can't fill the spot, now I'm going to invoice them for $18. I'm going to redeem the Groupon for $17 and then I'm going to invoice them for $18. And they have to pay that $18 before they can book with me again. And no matter what, I redeemed their Groupon, so that's done and out of my hair. So this is why it's really important to have all of your business ducks in a row before you do something like this. And I have to say that my account manager was really good. I happen to have all of these things in place, but if you don't, when you do your phone visit with your account manager before your deal goes live, they talk to you about all these things. So if you don't have a cancellation policy in place, they will encourage you to put one in place and add that into the fine print before you go live. They've learned a lot in these last years since Groupon was a nightmare. Merchant is solely responsible to purchasers for the care and quality of the advertised goods and services, meaning they're not liable. So that means if somebody redeems a Groupon and they don't like their service, they can't ask for a refund. They have to come back to me because I am solely responsible for the care and quality of the advertised goods and services, not Groupon. So that's in the fine print, that they just can't get their service done and then message Groupon and say, I want a refund. I didn't like my service. Groupon goes, yeah, we held up our end of the deal. We sold you the Groupon. You redeemed it. In the fine print, merchant solely responsible for the quality. So you need to contact the merchant. And done. So if you think about how much by having the right steps and the right processes, you have eliminated a lot of potential problems from this. Okay. So now back to that talking about the process thing. So what I did is I went into my style sheet and I created a new category in my service list that is for current promotions. And I set it up so that my current promotions are at the top of my price list. That way, if somebody is looking to get a first service done, and maybe they wouldn't have booked with me once they saw the price of my services, they have a chance to maybe go to the Groupon. Now, maybe they'll go to the Groupon and they'll find out that they're sold out and they can't do that anyway. But if they're not sold out yet for this month, they can then go find me on Groupon and they can buy the Groupon and then they can book one of these Groupon services, which is going to, again, eliminate a lot of that. Oh, her full sets are $75. I can't afford that, so I'm not going to book. At the very top, you have current promotions. Now, how I did my current promotions on my service menu is it says in very big letters, Groupon, Essential Shellac Manicure. Whoops, we had a teenage owie. Did you knock Nan off the wall? Onto your foot? Teenagers. We have a huge picture of my Nan on the wall, an old canvas photo, and the teenager just knocked it off the wall onto his foot. God, being at home, did you knock Nan off the wall, right? He knocked Nan off the wall, but he put Nan back on the wall, and his foot broke her fall. So, okay, so my list says Groupon, all in capital letters, Essential Shellac Manicure, and it's got the Groupon price. Groupon, Essential Mani-Pedi, and it's got the Groupon price. So this is going to also help keep my bookkeeping straight because they're going to be booked in as the Groupon service. So that when my style sheet is giving me sales projections, it's giving it to me accurately, not overstating by 50%. Because the Groupon appointments are booked in at their Groupon dollar value. Now, what I also put under the current promotions was Groupon add gel polish removal, $10 for 15 minutes. Now, that's not a Groupon price, but then they don't have to go digging down through the rest of my service menu to not know what to book and to not know how much it is. So it's $10 for 15 minutes. It's right there. Groupon, add nail art per 15 minutes, $5 and up for 15 minutes. So again, if they want to book nail art, if they want to book gel polish removal, it's right there in the top of my current promotions. And I also have a current promotion for Tanning Tuesday, which is Tanning Tuesday. Tuesdays are a slow day for me. So on Tuesdays, I offer $10 off an airbrush tan. So that's also in there. So maybe somebody who's bought a Groupon for nails, and they look and they go to look at my current promotions and they go, oh yeah, I have this Groupon Essential Shellac Manicure. Okay, that's what I book. Oh, Groupon add gel polish removal. I have gel polish on, so I need to book that too. And then they go, oh, Tanning Tuesday, airbrush tan. Well, maybe I want my appointment to be on Tuesday so I can try an airbrush tan for the discounted price too. So it's giving the opportunity to upsell all by current promotion in there. So that is built in there. Now, when you select that service, okay, so now say I'm going to open up Groupon, I'm going to select Groupon Essential Shellac Manicure, okay? Now, what's in the description of the service says, please enter your Groupon voucher number in the notes. So now I have their voucher number. And that's required for them to be able to book this appointment. If I go and I see they book an appointment for this and I go look and their voucher number's not in there, I'm going to shoot them a message that says, I need your voucher number or I have to cancel your appointment. Okay? Do all your services have to be in Groupon? No. I chose 3 services. And in fact, one of my services isn't even a service that I offer together. A shellac manicure and a shellac pedicure, or an essential manicure and essential pedicure, I don't have a package price for those. They're 2 individual services. So we added up the amount of the 2 individual services and then divided it in half, and that's the voucher price. So now it's a package just for Groupon. You actually can't get that package. You have to book them separately. So, okay, so back to the description. My description says, please enter your Groupon voucher number in the notes. Standard cancellation fee applies, which will equal forfeiture of promotional value. That way, if they haven't bothered to go look at it, it's super clear when they're booking it. They know that they're going to forfeit their promotional value, okay? Removal of existing gel polish and nail artist extra. Please also book those services if needed. So I've gotten everything in here on my style sheet. So if they've managed to mess it up somewhere along the line, they've messed it up. I've made it very clear. I've done my part. And so now if they show up for their Groupon service and they have gel polish on, but they didn't book gel polish removal, well, now they're going to have to pay the $10, and it's only if I have time. If I don't have time, I can tell them, well, I can remove that and I can do a real simple gel polish manicure on you, maybe a shellac manicure that's with a really light color so I can do it pretty quickly or something like that. But now we're going to be limited in your service and you have to pay the $10 extra. So see, building all of these, think about all the potential scenarios that people could come up with, and building that into your process is going to be really important for running one of these Groupon or Living Social or something like that campaigns. Okay. Think about all the ways that you can get screwed in the end. Okay. Now, from an accounting standpoint, keeping that in mind, that I get paid when the Groupon is purchased, not when it's redeemed. So if I sell 100 of these Groupons like that, in 7 days, I'm going to get paid that money. Now, I want to get people in as soon as I can. What about tardiness? My policy that's posted for late is after 10 minutes late, I reserve the right to no-show. And if I've no-showed you, then it's no-show, and it's standard cancellation policy after 10 minutes late. If I choose to take you, you still only get the amount of service time booked. I'm not going to run late all day because of you being late. So because of that, if I'm doing a fill, and my clients know it, if they show up 15 minutes late and I'm booked right after them, I'll still take them. Because I don't actually usually do the no-show, actually no-showed out of the system until later. I'll still take them. But now instead of an hour, they only have 45 minutes. And so I give them 45 minutes. Now, if I don't have anybody after them, I'll just finish it. And I slap them on the wrist and tell them, don't do that again, because I might have somebody after you and you might not have gotten your whole service. But if I have somebody after them, I stop when it's time. I do the best I can to get them done, but I stop when it's done. And I'll hand them their file and go, you can finish filing at home, and I'm willing to bet you have some clear top coat at home. If not, I've got some A coat here I can sell you, so you can put clear on them at home, or you can polish them at home or whatever. Like, I'll get wherever I'm at, I'll stop, or I'll buff them and go, okay, well, now you can polish them at home, and it's $35. Well, doesn't that normally include polish? Well, yeah, but you were late, and I don't have time. Sorry. Want just me to slap some clear on real quick and call it good? You know what I mean? That's that whole, we are ruled by the clock, and our clients have to understand that we're ruled by the clock. Now, that being said, you also got to make sure you're running pretty close to on time, because you can't expect them to respect your time if you don't respect theirs. So that means that you also have to be close to running on time all the time too. So if you're constantly running late, well, you can't really get mad when they're running late. Okay? So, dang, you don't have the guts to do that. It's not about guts, you guys. Write it up, make it nice. I'll upload some of the sample ones, you guys. Write it up and frame it and put it in your waiting area, or put it on the corner of your table in a cute little frame, or on the wall next to your table in a cute little frame and stuff like that. And so, right, Charlotte. And if you're struggling with timing, allowing yourself a cushion. If you're not certain of the time, always give yourself a cushion. Okay. My service times actually have a built-in cushion into them. I can actually do a full set in about 45 minutes. But I book an hour. I book an hour and a half, right? Andrea, I just don't do them if they're 15 minutes late. I mean, right. That means, so you guys have to have a policy. Write out your policy in very nice wording. Mine says, like, I'm not a kid-free salon either. So unless your child is receiving a service, they, need to not join them. And that's for the comfort and enjoyment of your service. So if you put all of this very nicely worded into your policies, which should be on your website, they should be on your Facebook, they should be somewhere in your salon, printed out real nice and put in a frame, then everybody's aware. And I've talked about this before, but you need to have your routine. And again, it's part of processes. You have to have your routine of how you're going to say, in order to be fair to all customers, these are my posted policies and I can't vary from them, because then that's not fair to everybody if I only apply it to some and not to others. So because this is my posted policy, you know, this is my business. This is my posted policy. So I have to stick by it. Charlotte says, I feel awkward if moms from school ask if their kids can play with Gracie while they have them done. That's a real tricky thing that you're going to have to really think about how you want to address. If it's something that would be exciting for Gracie to have a friend come over, and then you can sell that as part of your service. You can come over and you can have your nails done and your kids can play with Gracie, so you don't have to hire a babysitter, all that. Like, if you can build that into part of your value proposition, then that's fine. But if Gracie's not okay with that, then you need to be able to say, hi, I know that I always have a sitter and would be horrified trying to work while she's there, right? Okay, so that's what you can say though, Charlotte, is you can say, well, when I schedule your appointment, Gracie, saw your daughter in a package, right, Andrea? You can say, I have a sitter for Gracie while I'm working. And so I can't put another child with my sitter for no charge. And I can't pay for another sitter while I'm working. So I need to have you come without your, Jane or whoever, because Gracie's with a sitter during that time. And just explaining that, making that part of your process. Part of my process is telling people where exact directions for where my suite's located, because it's a little out of the way. You just have to make that part of your process during your confirmation for the appointment, letting them know that that's what's going on with Gracie. And so, they need to come without their child, or they need to find out if you can ask your sitter if they'll take an extra child for X amount of pounds for the service. So then they're going to have to pay your sitter for having an extra kid there. So then if they don't want to pay, they'll figure out something else and leave them with a family member. So again, you just have to build that all into your process. And if you think about that ahead of time, how that's going to work, oh, she goes to the childminder, so she's not even there. Oh, perfect. Being able to just say, Gracie's not even here. So, But I know that Barry and I, we've talked a lot about, with her having her son at home, being able to say, Gracie's not going to be here. She's at a sitter's when I'm working. So, I need to have you, not bring your child with you because, it's so hard to get, you need some mom time. Mom time isn't, nail time isn't mom time. Nail time is nail time, and sell it as a relaxing way to enjoy some adult time and enjoy their service and enjoy their experience. That's what my wording says anyway. You take that and put it in whatever language y'all need to. I even had one ask if she could come on a Sunday. I've worked out of my house before, and I had people show up on a non-work day. Not spotted dick time, right, Andrea? Oh, we haven't talked about spotted dick in a while, So I've had people show up when I'm not working. I've had people knock at my door. I've had people text me on a day off. And again, it's all part of your policies and procedures. I work Tuesday through Saturday. That's when I work. So if they message me on a Sunday and say, hey, can I come in? I need a repair. I say, I have an opening on Tuesday to do your repair. They say, well, I need it done today. Well, I don't work today. And so as soon as I can get you in is Tuesday. In a long time. We did have a lot of wankers when I did the scope train the other day. I got to block a lot of people. It was exciting. If they show up at your door because you work out of your home, first of all, that's super cheeky for them to show up at your door. People text me at like 12 a.m. sometimes right now. Yeah, I turn my phone on Do Not Disturb. And Sunday's your one family day, right? I turn my phone on Do Not Disturb so that it doesn't, maybe it comes up on my screen, but it doesn't buzz or ding or anything. And so then I wake up in the morning and see all the messages or come back to it or whatever. The other thing is if I have somebody who's cheeky enough to show up at my door, which I have in the past had that. Yeah. 2 phones is also a good idea. Tina also allows you to write off the entirety of your business phone on your taxes because you can't write off your personal phone, even though that you use it for business on taxes. They ruled that out because too many people were deducting the whole price of their phone. So if you get 2 phones, then you have one that you can turn off or turn on silent and throw in a corner or whatever. And you can write off the whole amount as an expense. I have had texts when I'm still up late at night because I haven't turned on Do Not Disturb because I'm not asleep and I reply. One of my clients did that the other day, but then she works graveyard. So she realized it was the middle of the night. And she was like, after we texted back and forth a couple of times, she was like, oh my God, it's like 3 a.m. Why are you awake? And I'm like, I have anxiety. I'm an insomniac. You get used to it. And she was like, oh, go to bed. But yeah, if you have somebody show up at your door, I'll answer my door. And, if they're like, hi, I need a repair. I'm like, hi, it's my day off. And it doesn't say Nails by Michelle Cordes Pugh with an open sign on the door. So I'm not doing your repair right now. Like this is family time. You answered their questions. They were so embarrassed. I have a lot of people who work graveyard shifts and stuff like that overnight. And so for them, 3 o'clock in the afternoon and 3 o'clock in the morning are reversed of what they are for me. They're sleeping at 3 o'clock in the afternoon and they're, up at 3 o'clock in the morning. So I just turn my phone on Do Not Disturb and then they can text whenever and they can email whenever and I just do it back when I get the message. Okay. So Emergency Nails by Michelle Cordes Pugh. The only exception to that, Tina, which is funny that you say that, is wedding parties. If I book a whole wedding party, like this Saturday, I'm doing a whole wedding party for a Tuesday wedding. I guarantee my wedding work. I give a 10% discount when I book an entire wedding party all at the same time because it's fast and we've already outlined what colors they're wearing and what services they're doing and all that. This one I'm actually doing on site, but it's close to my house. So I give a 10% discount because I'm doing it all at once, one setup and one takedown. And then on Tuesday, well, in this particular case, I'm actually going to the wedding, but on Tuesday, my phone will be on all the time because I will actually, part of my doing a wedding party service is I will go on site and do repairs if needed before the walk down the aisle time. And I'm not going to have to worry about that because this one's all shellac. and then regular toe polishes. So I won't have to worry about that because I know my shellac will be fine for 3 days. But when I'm doing regular polish and stuff, I guarantee that even up to the wedding day. I just book it such that I can guarantee it. So I do keep my phone on 24/7 for that, the day of the wedding. And normally it doesn't matter because normally it's a non-work day or something. But this time it happens to be a work day, so I've got some cushion booked in my day. Plus I'm also going to the wedding, so I'm booked off anyway. Okay, so that's sort of the ins and outs on the whole Groupon thing and processes and all that. So it just went live today. So I will let you guys know when that happens. Okay, so what else did I say I was going to talk about? I was going to talk about Groupon. I was going to talk about Jessica. I was going to do some of that. What else did I say I was going to talk about and do? I know there was a third thing. Oh well, it'll come to me. Either as live Groupon. Yeah, Groupon's what I was talking about before. All right, so I'm going to put my eyeballs on because I have to read some of these things. So what I have here, that was all Groupon, Andrea. You're going to have to go back and watch the replay. Okay, so I got some great stuff from Beth at Jessica Cosmetics. And one of the things that they sent me was this professional starter kit. Look at that. Look at all that good stuff in here. So it has a phenomenon oil. I love that name, by the way. Phenomenon oil. It has a phenomenon oil, a reward base coat for normal nails, 4 Jessica colors, 1 quick dry, 60-second drying drops, looks like, 1 polish remover, right? It's berry oil. I know, that's what I said, Tina. 1 polish remover in 4 ounce, 1 hand and body moisturizing emulsion in 1.2 ounces, an emery board for short peeling nails, a zebra file for dry and damaged nails, and a zebra file for normal or brittle nails. I love the fact that they put that on here. Good learning tool, right? And then they also sent me this, which is their Phenom, a phenomenal evolution in polish. This is their Phenom polish. It is, they say, it is the next innovation in natural nails is Jessica Phenom. A phenomenal evolution in polish. The Phenom polish system is the perfect manicure in 1, 2, 3 steps. Any Jessica base coat, plus the Phenom color, plus Finale shine. Okay? And it says Discover Phenom. It's fast, it lasts, it shines. Okay? So, this is still different than Dazzle Dry, by the way. Dazzle Dry doesn't have nitrocellulose in it, and this does. I looked it up. Okay, so the cool part is between this starter kit that has the reward base coat, I have a base coat in here, and then this Phenom kit, I'll slide the little thing off, and then it's got this little gig, and this slides, okay? So what I've got here is 3 Phenom colors and the Finale finishing thing. And so in this box, I have, yes, this is all a traditional polish. Now, Phenom is a long wear traditional polish in the class of, you would think of like Vinylux or the Orly polish, or even you could think about Dazzle Dry, although chemically Dazzle Dry is different. Now this, how can one become a reviewer or a tester? I don't know. I just started doing the show and people started sending me stuff. Is it like the OPI Infinite Shine? Seems to be, yes, in that same kind of class of product. Now, the Jessica also has these custom colors, which these are their regular, traditional polish. Yeah, I don't know, Andrew. I wish I could tell you. I just started doing this and people started sending me stuff so I could try it out for you guys. And I am going to start reviewing them in the Nail Rogue blog. So I'm going to go back and do all the stuff I reviewed before and attach the videos, and then new stuff will go up there too. So all of this stuff comes in this box. I got to tell you, I love their packaging. It's one of the things I really like the most about their product is I really like their packaging. It's going to be great for retail. I'm planning on retailing their nail kits. Okay, so they also sent me this little thing of Phenom that talks about the 3 steps. And I like this because Phenom, here's their colors. Haha, they sent me a color chart. So I like that they sent me this, and I can see what all the colors are in print to pick from. And it's also got the 3-step directions. And it has some frequently asked questions. Is it a gel manicure? No. Same thing. Acts like a gel, removes like a polish, you know. No UV lights and all that kind of stuff. Okay. And it says, what's unique about the Jessica Phenom 3-step system? Phenom actually becomes harder and shinier with exposure to natural light. So this is going to be a lot like Vinylux. So if you're wanting to get away from CND and you want to go with a company that's not CND, this would be a good option, pro only. Plus, you'll never need to purchase like Vinylux, except for Vinylux doesn't use a base coat. And this is what I like about this. It says you never need to purchase a new base coat because Jessica's customized base coat treatments are exclusively formulated to work flawlessly with the Phenom system. So if you've retailed somebody one of the base coats for dry, brittle nails, then when you do their service, you can use the base coat for dry, brittle nails still with the Phenom system. I like that. Again, talking about how it works in with process. Phenom's not designed for touch-ups. It's chip-resistant, long-lasting technology, means your Mirror Shine manicure will last up to 10 days. Yeah, some of the Vinylux definitely stain, even though they state they don't, said Charlotte, and that's true. So changing your polish is simple and soak-free. It removes with Jessica Polish Remover. So this is for, say you have a weekly manicure client or an every 2-week manicure client. You can retail them remover and then the nail treatment that they need for their nails. You can do their manicure. You can use their specialty base coat that they need especially for their nails. You can retail them the base coat they need for home use and the polish remover. And then when their polish starts to chip after the 7 to 10 days, they can take the polish off. They can put on a couple coats of their special nail treatment, and they can use that until their next appointment. So it's a really great way if you're, to use the whole line and retail it as well. People are going to buy it from somewhere. They might as well buy it from you. Okay, and it says, can I use Phenom Vivid Color or Phenom Finale Shine with other polish or top coat products? No. Phenom's exclusive formulas are designed to only work with each other to produce the exclusive Phenom result. So if you use other polishes or top coats with the system, just simply won't give you the same results. So you can use it, but it's not going to give you the same results. So that's why I'm a system girl when it comes to this. Okay, so that's the Phenom color, which is what I'm actually going to do here in a minute. Then let's see. So what else do we have here? Oh, and the price sheet. That's what I wanted they sent me a price sheet. And so I wanted to be able to tell you that this kit that I just showed you, and I listed off all the things. I saw kits in here somewhere. Geleration, no. Phenom. This is the Phenom Starter Kit. So that's what this is. It's the Phenom Starter Kit, and it's $22. So the Top Shine in the 3 colors is $22. Where is the professional starter kit. I know, exciting me. Okay. Oh, here we go. The professional kit, this thing that I rattled off, $22 for the 4 bottles or 3 bottles of polish and the top coat. Well, look up your Jessica. Jessica is worldwide. I'm just talking about US price, but definitely go look for your UK Jessica distributor and see. And hey, the pound's really crappy right now, but it'll come back and then it'll be good. Okay, so this kit, which has all the things I listed off with the Phenomen-Oil, the Reward, the custom colors, Brilliance, Quick Dry, Polish Remover, Hand and Body Moisturizing Emulsion, and the 3 files. This kit, US price for salons is $129.78. And they also have something that's called an Academy kit for you students out there. Oh, no, wait. Professional starter kit. Yeah, professional starter kit. This is $51.32. $51.32. Apparently the professional kit's a bigger kit. I don't know what's in that one. And they have an Academy kit for students for $97.10. Then they've got some mini polish sets and rescue system and Jessica at home kits. And, you know, I'm going to sell the dry nails kit, the brittle nails kit, the peeling nails kit, and the damaged nails kit. I'm going to sell those. Those kits have the treatment and the Phenomen-Oil and something else in them. Then I'm going to sell those retail for homework. So for home use. They've got also lots of marketing support too. So as a marketing person, I really like the fact that they've got a lot of marketing support. For no charge, they will send you, for no charge, they'll send you client cards, they'll send you a color chart, a product guide. They'll send you, these are all no charge on the list. A nail analysis 5x7 easel card. They actually sent me one of those. And so I can set it up in my retail display so people won't ask me what kind they should buy. I can put it as a part of my retail display with those kits, and then it'll be right there for people to be able to window shop, right? While they're waiting for their appointment or when they're done or whatever. So lots of marketing support here at no charge. And they have what's called a prescription pad for $2.50. And so if you work in a salon where you perhaps have somebody else checking out your guests, you can use, it's the same thing with FootLogix. FootLogix also has prescription pads you can get. And so if you're recommending products, you can check off what products you're recommending for them and how to use them, and tear it off and send it with them. And that way, even if they're not going to buy it right now, you've given them what they need to buy so they can either call you or order it off your website or something like that. So those prescription pads have, hello, Marley. Okay. Hola, Marley. Okay. So, that being said, new topic, using different brands together, or mixing products to get a special effect. Yes. You know what? We'll talk about that next week. We'll talk about that next week because I want to make sure I get this demo in, today. And I've already been yapping for an hour. So, yeah, we'll talk about using different products to get different effects and when it's okay to mix lines and mix products and when it's not. Okay? Cool? Okay. So, I've got this thing here and I'm going to take out this polish remover. Okay, so this is the polish remover and it says it's Salon Formula. So, what's another hour, right? Andrea, oh, it's got a little seal. Okay, I need to pop the seal. So, took the seal off. So, there's a seal. So, what does this smell like here? Let's see what it smells like. Oh, by the way, don't ever do that. You're supposed to waft. Oh, it has a very citrusy scent. Very citrusy. Okay, so I'm going to, you can watch me another 2 to 3 hours. Oh my God, Andrea, I can't last on here another 2 to 3 hours. Okay. Needed more coffee. Okay, then everybody who could all watch me like that needs to make sure that they've joined the University of Nails because, and follow me everywhere. I'm going to start doing some more Facebook Live videos. I've been doing that with the Salon Success Series, and I really like that too. I like that platform. You saw this in a drugstore, the brand name, Jessica? Yeah, I don't really mind that. I mean, it's home care, and, you know. Oh yeah, your phone's already hot, see? And my phone's getting hot too, and that's why these go about as long as they can. Okay. Oh, no, generic? Oh, okay. Yeah, no, this is, what's the University of Nails? Oh, the University of Nails. Go to universityofnails.com, and there's a video that talks about what the University of Nails is, and it's a membership website for $10 a month that are nail-related educational videos. Yeah, universityofnails.com, says Andrea. Okay, so I'm going to use a little cotton pad here, and I'm going to make sure. I always remove polish, even if they don't have polish on, or they say they don't have polish on. I always remove polish as my first step because you never know what people have gotten into. So I always remove polish for my first step. So I did that. I gotta tell you, it smells just real nice. Real good smell. Okay, so I'm going to put that away. Now I'm going to take out one of these files. And now what did they say? They said for short peeling nails, there's an emery board in here. And sure enough, there's the emery board. Okay, so branded 240 grit. And it even says right on it, for short peeling nails. Pretty cool, huh? Okay, so you can't even get confused. All right. So I'm going to give a little file here on my little whoozy whatsits that are holy mackerel. Nah, and I don't know that I'm going to be able to wear this for the whole week. I might have to put enhancements on for teaching my seminar, but we'll see. We'll at least be able to see how long it goes on. I'll probably find another guinea pig for seeing how long it lasts. Oh, and I'm a nail biter too. So look, there's my one little baby nail that's managed to last. Tina says natural nail glass files best. I do have crystal files. I do like them. I find that sometimes they're just not aggressive enough for me. So a lot of times they're 400 grit and I like a 240. Okay, so now we're going to get in here and we are going to find the base coat that I said, which is Reward. What seminar are you teaching? Aggressive nail biter. I am teaching right now the Salon Success Series, 8-week webinar series. And so we just did week 2. So last week we did, processes and how to maximize your time in the salon. And this week we started e-file training. Okay. So this is Reward. This is the box it comes in. And, this is the packaging. Really like the packaging, real pretty. And it comes with this in here. So what is this? Reward. Oh, now look at that. It's in a bunch of different languages. It's in English, French, German, and Spanish. So, and it talks about nail analysis and read in German. Haha, you're funny. Let's see. Unterlack for normal Nagel. How'd I do? That's what it says. Base para uñas normales. Base coat for normal nails. Yeah, see right there. German. It says in German. Okay, so this talks about what's in it and its instructions for use. It says apply 2 coats as a base coat treatment. So that's what I'm going to do. And talks about the application Now it says apply directly to a clean, dry nail. Generously apply treatments and color using 8 to 10 strokes. So they're planning on this taking a little bit for you to polish on. That's interesting. Apply under and over the nail and seal the edges. Okay, so Unterlack for see, I said it. I'm sure I didn't say it right, but okay. So I'm going to open this up, and I'm going to set it down over here, which is going to be tough because I normally am holding my polish bottle. So let's see what we got going on here. All right. Goes on real easy. Yes, I know you speak German. Michelle. Gut's Deutsch. Right? 8 to 10. And I'm having a hard time with that. But I guess, okay, so let's count, you guys. Let's count. Shall we? I'm going to go down the middle, 1 to the side, 2 to the other side, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. If I go back across. And then and I seal the free edge. It's actually 9. So, believe it or not, if you go back across the nail to even it out, you do 8 to 9 strokes. So 1 down the middle. Let's get on screen. 2 off to the side. 3 off to the side. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Right? Tick, tick, boom. See, I knew what you were saying, Tina. Okay, and then my pinky. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 for the free edge. All right, so this is my base coat. So that's my first coat of base coat. And this is for normal nails, which I do not have. Right? Made me think of Will Smith. Tick, tick, boom. Okay. I got to move up a little bit. All right. So I'm going to let that dry because I'd be doing that. I know. It's like, was it Sesame Street? Or was it Electric Company that was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I totally just did that for you guys. Okay. Oh, I'm going to set a coffee cup down. Well, it says 2 coats for base coat. Now, I noticed that Dazzle Dry uses 2 coats of base coat too. And I also notice that that I tell people when they're using a treatment at home to put 2 coats on. Always to have at least 2 coats of anything on their nails. And so I'm wondering if that's part of how you get the long wear with their polishes. Okay? So, all right. So let's see. So now I'm going to do my second coat. I'm going to do my second coat, which you guys can probably see this better than I can right now because I've got it aimed at the camera. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You know, it seems like it would be daunting and it would be a lot, but it's really not. It really doesn't seem to be that much when you do it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Just, yeah, doing your normal 3-stroke method and then going back across the nail seems to be what they're talking about. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then 9 across the free edge. So should be like 24 to 30 steps, not 3. Ah! Right? All right. So, and there we are on the last one. Okay. So, that is the reward base coat for normal nails. So I'm going to put that back in the box. Back in the box it goes. But I'm going to leave the box open. That way I remember that I've used it. Okay, so now we're going to get out the Phenom. Okay? So, I think we're going to do pink. So this is the packaging. You could pull a square top off. So if you like polishing with square, some people do, it's square. If you don't, you want the round top, you can pull this off and then you can use the round top. I like the square. It doesn't bother me a bit. So I'm going to go ahead and pull that pink out. Yeah, let's see. Let's check and see what the name of this color is, shall we? Put the lid back on before we turn it over. How about that? Barbie pink. Now, how perfect is that? Look, it matches my shirt. Barbie pink. All right. So let's do some Barbie pink. I think I'm going to give it I think I'm going to give it a shake. Ooh, you can hear the ball shaking. It's fairly thin. Can you hear that? It's pretty thin. Okay, so giving it a good shake. Now, yeah, this is a pretty pink. Barbie pink. I'm a Barbie girl in a Barbie world. Okay. Now, I'm going to take, and I wiped it on the edge of the bottle. I'm going to go right here. You know, it's got good coverage. It's got good coverage, guys. 2, 3. I can't see this side, so 4, 5. It's got pretty good coverage. You can't see? Sorry. Sorry. Okay, well, that's the first coat. So let's do, my husband is Ken. That's funny. Okay, I'll get up close here now. Okay. So, can you guys, no, you guys can't see. Can you guys see? Okay, there you can see. I can't see, but you can see. Okay. Try not to make a hot mess with this. Okay, well, I have to turn it so I can see the other side, guys. It dries pretty quick. I'm not going to lie. You can't screw around. You got to get it on. So I was messing around too much. So seal the end. I was actually going out with someone named Ken when that song came out. Oh, that's a riot, Charlotte. Ken, do the dishes. My nails are wet. And that's what children are for. Okay, so there's that. Now I'm going to go through and do the second coat, but I'm going to touch it first because I want to know how. No, it is still very, very, very wet. You're so sick of that song. Yeah, I can imagine. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and put the second coat on here. Sorry, you guys can't see this, but I need to be able to see it. Okay. And it levels out pretty nicely. It's got a pretty good consistency. I just made a mess with it, but okay. And so now we'll do my thumb again. Yeah, it does have, oy vey, hot mess. Okay, so I'm going to clean up that edge there. Okay, and see, I made a mess on my cuticle. So I'm going to clean that up with my nail, which I shouldn't do, but I'm a nail tech and I have 10 little tools, so fair enough. Okay, so there we go. There's those two. Now, what I want to check out is I want to see, now that I've used the Phenom on those two, I want to pull out, I got a pink called High Res Raspberry in their traditional lacquer. What's the best way to clean up? You know, I've heard a lot of people talk about a silicone tool. A lot of people say that works really well. Mare, yes, it's pro only. It's Jessica. And I verified with them that they are pro only and plan on staying that way. And yes, what I'm using today is just regular polish. They do have a gel polish line called Geleration. And they sent me a basic sample kit or starter kit for it, but I don't have a color. So I'm waiting to review that until I have a color. Okay, so this is their regular polish. And so I'm going to put this on because I want to see what the difference is. I want to check out the regular. Oh, you guys. Their regular polish is, I mean, aside from the mess I just made, because I was trying to make it so you guys could see it, but, oh, it's nice. It's really smooth and shiny. Yeah, silicone sticks. Some people use an old acrylic brush and acetone to clean up around the sidewalls. Some people are really thinking about that. Some people use an orange wood stick. I use a plastic orange wood stick, which I really like, although I want to try the silicone tool. So Tina says just a fine brush with remover. Yeah. You know, so you can try it a few different ways and see what you like. Okay, so I'm going to put a second coat on this, but let me tell you, wowee. I got to tell you, traditional polish doesn't generally impress me, but wowza when I tell you that this polish, aside from me making a mess trying to let you guys see it on my short little nail, but look, you can see that shine, and it doesn't even have a top coat on it yet. Right, Mayor, looking for a pro-only line you won't find in Walgreens, right? Well, and that's what I'm really digging. And this company has been great to work with. While I'm waiting to put the top coat on, I'm going to talk to you guys a little bit about the contact that I've had with the Jessica company and learned about. This is Jessica. Jessica Polish and Jessica Phenom. Oh, Phenom Longwear Polish. So this is another color I got sent, which is Adore Me in the Phenom. And see, it's just a real basely thing. I'm going to just put this on my other two nails just because. So the really cool thing that I learned about Jessica is that mixing colors is possible. I mean, I wouldn't see why not, but application-wise, Charlotte wants to know which one I prefer. Application-wise, I have to say the Phenom is nice. I actually liked their traditional lacquer better just now putting it on. But then again, that would depend on wear too. You know, I would have to test that out for length of wear. They weren't that much different, you know, but different enough that if I got really good wear out of the traditional line, I would probably just use the traditional line. I have to say, it really surprised me though. But so when I was talking to the Jessica company and I was learning some of the history of Jessica, they are in Hollywood, California, just like OPI. And I really, apparently when acrylic and all that kind of stuff, enhancements became all the rage, they sort of said, we're not going to do that. And so continued to focus on branching out with their natural nail product lines internationally. So in a lot of countries, the Jessica line is bigger in other countries than it is here. So I see that a lot of on the boards and stuff, there's a lot of Jessica in other countries. So that's really cool. And where did I read on one of these things? It said Jessica with a really long last name I don't want to bash, so I'm not going to try. Founder and CEO and named First Lady of Nails by the New York Times, opened the first nails-only salon in the world, Jessica Nail Clinic. Today, Jessica Cosmetics International Incorporated is a premier natural nail company found in over 60 countries and offering a full range of nail care products for the professional market. The foundation behind every innovative product is the revolutionary philosophy that not all nails are not alike. Oh, that all nails are not alike and different types require individualized solution. Word. Okay, so on my nails now that had the Phenom, I'm going to put the Finale Shine. This is the Finale Shine. The top coat doesn't have shaker balls in it. That's interesting. Okay, so I'm going to Finale Shine my, let's see if I can get in view here. I'm going to Finale Shine. Whew. Oi. That's some strong stuff. Holy mackerel. Chemically, I wonder what the story is with this Finale Shine, because damn, it is stout. It's stout. Yes, Phenom is the long wearing polish. Yep, it's a top coat with no balls. You guys get my humor. Okay. So I'm going to top coat these other last two little white ones I did. That other color, I thought it was going to be more sheer. It was actually more opaque. And see what happens? If you top coat it too soon with this Finale top coat, you see that? It actually drags some of the color off because it's got so many solvents in it, which I sort of did with this pinky nail. I don't know if you can see. Yeah, you can see a little bit. So this top coat is no joke, which is probably why it lasts so long and shines so long. I bet if we were to look up, this is made in the USA. Yeah, Jessica says a lot of the long wear lines I've seen have resin in the base and top coat. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised because this is wow. But if that's what gives you the long wear out of it and it still gives you easy removal, then eh. Okay, so I'm going to grab Brilliance, which is a high gloss, fast dry top coat. And so again, we got this here, Brilliance. So I can put Brilliance on my middle finger because my middle finger was done with the traditional Jessica lacquer. And oh, see, this isn't nearly as stout. And boy, is it shiny. Shiny, shiny. I gotta say, other than the fact I'm being a super hot mess putting this on, I really like their traditional lacquer line. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and put that back. And it comes with instructions too, and I'm assuming 4 languages. Okay, so we'll put that away. I need to put these instructions away. Hello, hello. Death Row 1991. Okay. And so here we have Phenomenal. How's the price point? Well, while we're waiting for these to dry, that's a good point, Mare. So let's look it up. I have the price sheet right here. The starter kit that came with all this stuff, if you go back and watch the replay, I rattled it all off, was like $51 for this professional starter kit to try it out. $51.32. And it came with, it comes with 3 colors of polish and stuff like that. The Phenom starter kit with 3 colors and the top coat is $22 salon price. So now let's look and see. I'm going to try and find custom nail color. Okay, so for the 1/2 ounce custom nail color, like this one I had, the price is $4.50 salon price. Pretty average. Let's see, for the minis, 3 of them, 1/4 ounce minis is $9.90. Do they sell direct from their website? I'm pretty sure they do, which is jessicacosmetics.com. If you want, Beth is the educator who I've talked to, who's helped me up with all this. So if you want to shoot her an email and tell her that you heard about it through me and Nails Over Coffee, I have her email around here somewhere. It is Beth Oh, crap. I'm going to have to look it up. I'll look it up while we're waiting for the polish to dry. I'll look it up in my email here. Because it is, bye nail girls. I have to leave. Watch the replay. Kisses to all. Bye, Tina. Thanks for joining in. Okay. And I'm almost going to be done here, you guys. We're just going to kind of wrap this up with some of these. I'm giving this a second to dry, and then we're going to put some drying drops on them and some phenomenal oil. Okay. So, let me see. Here we are. Beth Lewis. And, oh, I did get that. Okay. She is Beth, B-E-T-H, Beth at jessicacosmetics.com. So if you want to shoot Beth Lewis, who was nice enough to answer all my questions so far and be super amazing with this stuff. She's a sales education consultant. And she's who I met in person at the Willamette Valley Nail event. If you want to shoot some love to her to find out about ordering and everything, she's Beth at jessicacosmetics.com. Or I'm assuming you can order off the website at www.jessicacosmetics.com. Okay, so the other thing I want to look at for price list, you guys, they have some, they have some super rad natural nail products too. So, and they have some great marketing support. So, for natural nail stuff, and they do have a gel polish line. They have, Gelleration is their gel polish line. So once I get, a color for that, I will review that as well. Okay. Keep forgetting you're in the Northwest. That's homeland for me. Where are you at, Jessica? Okay, so now we're going to use some of these quick dry 60, just a minute. Protect a fresh manicure and pedicure from scratching, smudging, and wrinkling with special film formers that work invisibly to protect the polish. Dropper application allows oil to shield entire surface. Sweet. I'm going to check this out. Okay, more insert. God, you can't say they don't give you good product information, you know? Packaging's amazing. Okay. So quick dry. Oh, you're from McMinnville. Oh, nice. McMinnville, Oregon. That's just a couple hours away from me. Okay. So this comes in a dropper and oops. Okay. And ooh. Okay. You guys will be able to see this. When you drop it on, it just spreads over the whole. Oh, you're in Missouri right now? We're out in Missouri. I have some family in Missouri. Okay, and then one more drop. This is cool. It really does exactly what they say. You put the drop on, and it just runs over the whole nail real quick. It's pretty cool. So quick dry, 60-second drying drops. Okay, so we're going to leave that on for 60 seconds. And in the meantime, I'm going to get out the Phenomenal Oil. Oh, Columbia. All right. I know peeps around Louisiana and Hannibal, Quincy, Illinois. Some people around St. Louis. Okay. And then, so this is Phenomenal Oil. This is their Phenomenal Oil. And let's give it a smell. It smells very, make sure I don't make a hot mess. It smells, I don't know what to say it smells like. It doesn't smell bad. It smells sort of like baby powder. Rehydrates skin around nails, even elbows, feet, knees, and wherever dryness demands a refreshing drink of moisture. Formulated with healing jojoba, almond, and rice oils to revitalize and maintain ideal moisture balance. Apply evenings for deep overnight penetration. Phenomenal. Okay. Yeah, I'm looking at the ingredients, and yeah, basically jojoba oil, almond oil, and rice bran oil, which is a great, like, isn't that great? I didn't make that up. That's on the box. Which is a lot like solar oil. The only difference between that 3 ingredients and solar oil is solar oil has synthetic vitamin E in it. But the rice bran oil is a skin softener, so that's why it works on the surrounding skin. And the jojoba and almond oil are small, penetrating oils. So that explains why it smells sort of like solar oil, but not quite as almondy. A little more baby powder smell. Okay, so now I put this quick dry on, so now I want to check this out. These are the quick dry drops. Sure enough, I don't know that I'm digging my keys in my purse dry, but I'm dry. Okay, so now we're going to use a little bit of this oil. So I love that it just comes in a dropper because, you know, we shouldn't be touching clients' skin. We should just be dropping it on. They can touch their skin with it at home, but we can't. Yeah, it has kind of a, I'm not going to lie, it's a little bit of an old lady perfume smell or baby powder smell. I don't know. It's a very familiar smell. Wish I could, you'll just have to check it out. If you get to a show and you can check it out, check it out. Okay, there. I have 2 different kinds. Phenom, 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 Traditional. All Jessica. Okay, so there we go. I gave this all a good try. Rice wine, right? Rice wine. Okay, so that's all the Jessica stuff. So I have to say it's a really nice line. I really like it. If you're a natural nail care specialist, if you carried Jessica and Dazzle Dry, you would be the bomb-tastic. You would be the bomb-tastic natural nail tech in your, oh, look, we have a wanker to block. Oh, block user. Pow. See ya. Peace. Oh, but I blocked them so they can't see me go, peace. Okay. You guys still didn't remind me what else I said I was going to talk about. So I talked about Groupon, and I talked about the Jessica products and how to get a hold of the Jessica products. Yeah, bye-bye, Mr. Wanker. And that's it. I think there was a third thing I said, but maybe we covered it and I just can't think about it. Okay, well, tomorrow is my 1-year wedding anniversary. Yay! Mixing. Now, we'll cover mixing. We'll cover mixing next week. That's too much. Too much. And my phone's going to die. Okay, so I can't remember. It's been a long day at hospital and doing nails, right? Yeah, so tomorrow's my 1-year anniversary. So if I completely check out from answering you guys tomorrow, that's why. And yeah, that's, I'll let you know what happens with this stuff. I think I've liked it enough. This is phase 1 of trial process. So I think I liked it enough that I'm going to go find me a guinea pig. To do one hand with the traditional and one hand with the Phenom. Because I want to know what the difference is in wear. But I need to find somebody. Oh, your anniversary is in 12 days? Happy anniversary to you, Jessica. Okay, so I'm out of here, guys. For those of you who hung out with me for the whole time, kind of like these longer format shows once a week. It allows me to get more done in the show. All right, so I'm going to put all this stuff back together. And I'll leave this on for as long as I can. I may have to just find me a guinea pig. Your anniversary is tomorrow, too? Oh, that's so cool, Andrea. So, I know, Charlotte, you're always here for the whole time, except for when it's the scope train, and I keep saying, Charlotte, where are you, Charlotte? Okay, so I'm going to find a guinea pig to do a whole service on and get some real good wear results in. And like I said, I may have to take this off for, because I may need to use my hand for e-file training. I haven't quite figured out how I'm going to do that in a couple weeks. So, all right, guys. I'm out of here. I hope you have a fantastic nail week. Please like all the pages, share all the pages. There's the University of Nails group. There's the nail group, which if you're not a part of the nail group, then let me know so I can add you. I'm Michelle Pugh on Facebook. The University of Nails group is on Facebook. The University of Nails has a page. Both Nails Over Coffee and University of Nails are both on YouTube. Yeah, that's it. All right. All the ways to reach me. Add you. Okay, are we friends on Facebook, Jessica? If not, I'll try to find you. Jessica Safransky. Okay, so I'll try and add you. All right, guys, and if you're a member of the nail group, remember that the nail group is my Facebook group for nail techs only, and it's secret. You can't find it. It's not searchable. So if you're a member of the nail group, be sure to add all of your nail friends, because that's the only way they can be added, because they can't find it, because I wanted to make sure it stayed secret squirrel. Okay, so I'll go through and make sure that all of you guys, I haven't done a bunch of adding in a while. I'll make sure I get you guys added. And then University of Nails is an open group that people can find. All right, so ciao, arrivederci, sayonara. Have a fantastic nail week. Bye. You're not on it? Okay, I'll get you on it, Charlotte. We can't have something I do that you're not on. Come on now. All right. Hasta luego. Hasta luego. Ciao. Auf Wiedersehen. Or I suppose if I was saying good day, guten Tag. Yeah. Peace out. Bye, guys. Have a good week. And you'll you'll join University of Nails tonight. Yay! So yeah, universityofnails.com. Check it out. There's some free videos on there too. Okay.